I'm Qing. Today I will be auditioning for viol. In the fall, I will be in grade 50th. So, in this excerpt, I would like to say a few things. First of all, anytime when we practice for excerpts, we should have a metronome, that's for sure, all the time, yes? And you can set in different tempos to start with practicing tempo. And I indicated in this excerpt, you can do as slow as 90 per beat, but every beat is half note because it's in half, it's in 2/2 meter in this case, right? So I said in 90, that's slower than what I just played, about a couple clicks slower. How I just played is about 95. That's pretty moderate tempo. I would say professionals, we could go between 95 to 100. So I'm gonna give you, if for example, let's do 95, okay? That's 95. This is how I would practice it, but I'll start with much slower than that. So, as you can see, every time it's not perfect, but let me show you, before I'll show you a little faster speed, although I think this is pretty good speed, generally speaking. So the kind of bow stroke would be light, brushy kind of stroke with the spiccato. Even though it has a dot, it's not very dry kind of a dot, yeah? And then while you're doing this, you see my left hand, give a little shake, yeah? Also, please watch the dynamics, piano, forte, those are all subitos, yeah? The bow hold is very firm bow hold with compact forearm. Basically, the motion is using the forearm, yeah? And without your wrist being too loose, yeah? So the bow is kind of all over the place if you have a loose wrist. In this case, yes. And then last thing is the placement of the bow should be somewhere, depending on your bow's where is the most balanced bounce-wise. So remember, mostly it's controlled by firm grip and forearm motion, and barely hovering over the strings. I wouldn't use too much of the string, yeah, brush. So the left hand always give a little bit of gentle, very elegant kind of vibrato, just so it's loose, no dead notes. And notice that in a lot of Mozart pieces, either in orchestra, chamber music, or in solo concertos, there's a lot of times repeated eighth notes. And as a law, that we need to vibrate on those, yes? And please watch out the freezing even within the piano, let's see this towards the end of this excerpt. There you have a even though it's still within the piano, but you can give a little bit indication, freezing and direction. Okay, so I'll give you another example of, let's just say 100. That's pretty fast. This gives you an idea of musically different tempos, what it does. It just gives you a little bit slightly more perkier kind of a tempo, yeah? You can see at the beginning of it, I was slightly slower behind the beat a little bit. So in the practice, that's the fun of it. You're gonna start from like maybe 90, much slower, and start to make sure all of this, the quality of what I mentioned, the rhythmical, dynamic, both strokes, intonation, and little vibratos, they're all good. The quality is good. Then you start to raise the tempo with the metronome, one click at a time. So you'll see how quickly the time passes. So this is for the concertmaster if you would like to audition for this part. And so the most obvious thing in this is a difficult intonation. We have 6 sharps, and then so the intonation will have to practice very, very carefully. I will practice like that. Very long bow and legato bow. Very good bow distribution. When you play slow music, it's very challenging. That test of your bow technique. Yes, that comes from those boring morning long bows with metronome, 8 beats, regulate your heartbeat in the waist. Yeah, it's like a meditation. Very good. And then, so to play very slow bow and with molto legato, yeah, with a sweet, beautiful tone and sweet vibrato. I think the vibrato here can be passionate because you have mezzo forte. Oh, yeah. Especially that accent. The beginning of the accent is really vibrato accent. Yeah, fast bow. Once it's out, switch your vibrato into little shimmering vibrato, fast and small. Also, the vibrato can have a legato as well. So connect your stroke of vibrato stroke, okay? Very much attention to the dynamics. Start, and then piano, yeah? And then the orchestra comes in, 6 bars, 8 bars later, yeah? And then in the rehearsal number 2, you go subito. half note, if you can let your vibrato bloom, like a flower, sing it fully. And I also would advise in this excerpt, I would start to sing without play. Yeah, playing is a little hard because there's multiple things we have to do. But singing, I always think it's the most organic instrument, the vocal cords, right? And we can sing as we like without too much of difficulties or harm it. With a technical issue, it's kind of eliminate somewhat that. So sing it well, sing it the tempo you like, in the most natural musical ways that you like, and then play the instrument imitated, musically speaking. And good luck with everyone, and I hope the committee and the maestro like my playing. I hope I'll make it to either of this orchestra. Thank you very much.